We should be good, Lord willing. We're gonna start off giving all praises, glory, and honor unto
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. Peace and blessings and salutations to all you sincere brothers across the globe, laboring and teaching this word in diligence, truth, and sincerity. All right, you have two brothers from the GMS Houston camp. All right, through the Spirit, just wanted to do a quick in transit on the way to camp. Just kind of talking, and speaking on, man, how our people are caught up in folliness, man. All right, and I was telling a brother, for an example, but just how like what was it last month at my job, they had a freaking Halloween costume contest, man. All right, so you got grown ass men and women that decided to come to work and dressed up in Halloween costumes, man. All right, to see who got the best, looking outfit, whatever the case, bro. Foolishness, folly, right? And here it is. Hey, the day of the Lord is at hand, man. All right, all hell is breaking loose throughout the world, right? We're on the verge of Jacob's trouble. All right, a great wrath and destruction from the Most High power is on the way, man. This society that we in is finna, go through pure chaos, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you see, but you got our people that's set in folliness, man. Okay, not seeking the day of the Lord. All right, of taking things serious, man. All right. So you wanted to start with that Ecclesiastes?
You could get a definition of folly out? Because ultimately, if I can add, bro,
Yeah.
ultimately folly is foolishness at the end of the day, man. Things that really don't matter, things of this world. And that's why, the lesson is titled, Our People is Caught Up in Folly and Not the Chariots. Because if you caught up in the chariots, then what? Your mind focus on the things of the heaven. If you caught up in the chariots, spiritually speaking, your conversation is in the heavens. Things to come, spiritual things, man. But more so, our people, what tickle they fancy? The things of this world.
Right.
What Esau Edom pushing to them. Again, as the brother mentioned, holidays or folly days.
Right.
Social media, celebrities, so on and stuff, the fashion, right? That's what our people mind is worried about. And being caught up in this particular life that they're trying to live to be accepted among the masses, to have a lot of subscribers, a lot of likes, that's going to bring you to destruction, man.
Right.
You see? But nevertheless, the focal point of an Israelite right now should be what? Getting out of here, salvation, and that's the church. But again, it's only a select few who are going to depart from this world, depart from the foolishness, put away those old ways, man. But you got it, bro.
This is from the Merriam-Webster's dictionary. All right, for the word folly, it says lack of good sense. You know what I'm saying? You can stop right there. Lack of good sense, man. Our people don't have no damn sense, man. All right, and it shows by their actions, man. Look how our people move in this society, bro. It says for normal prudence or foresight. Okay.
Prudence and foresight is you foreseeing things. Like it said, how a wise man foreseeth the evil and hide of himself. We know evil coming, man. And it's not just as far as foreseeing as a fortune teller. We have let me turn this off too. And let us know if y'all can hear. I'm gonna turn the call off. I don't want to kind of disconnect or nothing like that. But foresight, man. Paying attention to what's coming and doing what we have to do to be protected from that time.
Right.
Again, folly, if you caught up in folly, you worry about the happy hour. Who performing in the city this week? What college football game coming on? Who you think gonna make the playoffs? That's folly. That's bread and circus, man. So they not worrying about what's to come, which is an evil time is coming. Although it seems fun now, seem like you could do what you want now, live it up, live your best life now. But remember, evil is still coming, and it's not gonna be put off. No matter how good of a time you're having in this world, no matter how good you may think your life is, no matter if you don't even believe what we saying, if you don't believe a famine coming, if you don't believe missiles gonna hit, guess what? It's still gonna happen, whether you believe it or not. So the important point is we should be focused on this truth and how to be saved from the destruction.
Right.
But you got it, bro.
Just a quick precept. 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Okay, so right, and that's the mind frame of the people, right? Peace and safety, right? Everything's open back up, going back to normal. We got the bread and circus popping. All right, you see what I'm saying? But not knowing that sudden destruction shall come. All right, because the day of the Lord shall come what, as a thief in the night,
right,
and catch people unawares, man.
Right.
All right.
Why? Hey, why's gonna catch them unawares? Because they caught up in folly.
Right. Hey, what it said, the definition, not prudence.
Yeah.
Or having the foresight.
They didn't hide themselves.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
God. Hey, and when you caught up in something, that's like Yahushua when he said, like he gave the different similar tools of that person who's sowing seed. And it said, one, you so worried about the riches of this world, and everything in this world, you will get choked. Being choked is being caught up in something, entangled. That's why Apostle Paul told Timothy, don't be entangled within the affairs of this world, man,
right,
of this life. Because if you be entangled in something, in other words, what that means, you are caught in it. When you caught in something, I think about a little insect or something when they caught in that spider web. Whatever way you turn, you're going to only wrap yourself even tighter. So that's why the Lord had to tell us in Jeremiah 51 to depart from this place, man. Because when it falls, you don't want to fall with it.
Right.
You got it, bro.
That was the point with that.
We can get that Folly thing, just because that's the, and you got it, bro.
Yeah. Let me try to find that.
And Baba Kashab, y'all brothers, let us know if the audio good. Shalom to your Akim on the comment board. Yahweh Shema Shabrak and Thumb.
I got that scripture for you. This Sirach 10 and or Ecclesiastes, Salakia 10:6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
So folly is set, man. That's like the other day I was on just scrolling through Instagram, and one thing I started noticing, the most degenerate, the most, and I don't want to say retarded people, but even the Lord, for example, the Heavenly Father have a standard. When you go into who could be priest, he said you ain't supposed to have a hump back. You ain't supposed to have, this and that. So the Lord wants you to look a certain way. That was requirements back in the day, right? But the point I'm making is I was just on Instagram just looking at people who degenerates, low lives. I'm saying people who nobody should follow with blue checks, with millions of followers. I'm saying way obese, the girt, rent, wide, big body women who, like I'm saying, make Precious look like a 10. You have dudes in their comment board just simping over them.
Right.
Oh my God, baby, I'll do anything. What's your cash out? That's examples of folly setting great dignity. Things that's supposed to be looked down upon is highly esteemed in this world. It's promoted in this world. Transformerism. When you change from being a male to a female, right, they call you a hero.
Right.
They call you brave.
Quick testimony, man. Already at my job, right? Let's say like 5 minutes before we actually start work, we have a little meeting, stand-up meeting, right? And they had like a bulletin board, all right? And then every, I guess, month, they have like a such and such heritage month, or such and such appreciation month or week. This past one, or the current one, they actually have on there transgender appreciation month or something like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fucking Transformers, bro. And they got this on the fucking bulletin board, bro. You know what I'm saying? To show you the madness that's being pushed in this society, bro. And if you was to say something, speak out against it, you're gonna be viewed as the bad guy.
Yeah, you wrong.
You know what I'm saying? But you gotta just play the Clark Kent role. You know what I'm saying? I don't say shit, but you know what I'm saying. This the BS that we gotta put up with. Part of the BS that we gotta put up with. You know what I'm saying? in this wicked ass kingdom, bro. You know what I'm saying? Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. That's part of being oppressed, man. Shit, you know. But you got it right.
Right. Part of being oppressed is seeing things that you know is off.
Right.
Experiencing and going through things that you know ain't supposed to be like this. That's why I said in the rich sit in low place. We're in a low place looking at Folly being held up. That pisses us off even more, man. But I get this for you. You can break it down going into what you were saying. This Isaiah 59 and 14. It says, "And judgment is turned away backward, and truth, and justice standeth afar off. For truth is fallen in the street, and equity cannot enter. Yet truth faileth, and he that departeth from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord saw it, and it displeased them that there was no judgment."
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And hey, bro, wrong judgment proceeded. All right, while the wicked are in rule, man. You know what I'm saying? Habakkuk chapter 1, what about the third verse, right? Because the wicked do a compass about the righteous.
Right.
Therefore, wrong judgment proceeded. All right. You know what I'm saying? And hey, that's why we need the kingdom, bro. That's why we seeking to get the hell up out of here, man. Right. For the kingdom to be established upon the earth.
Right. Okay, you got that Folly. Oh, you have something else?
Yeah, I got that.
But again, hey, what our mind is, we got that Philippians 3, where our conversation, our mindset, our hope, our day-to-day life, our thought pattern is on things to come. You see, spiritual things. You know, the chariot, you got to be spiritual to get in there. So we focus on the spiritual things now. You know, that's why Jake, our families may seem as if we strange now, because we ain't caught up in this world. Brothers know what that precept that I've been looking for when it said, I think it's in Peter, how they think it not strange that we follow the same ways as them no more. The point is because we separated.
Right.
We don't care about, and we may have played some of these things. We may have been in the music. Now, although we still listen to it, devil and dabble here and there, but we don't give our all to it. I don't wake up, you know, get the pit ready because I know, boy, in a second college football coming on.
Right.
I want to see who Lee Corso going to pick, what mascot helmet he going to pick. We don't care about that, man. You know, the concerts, the celebrities, that's not our focus no more. We know it's more important things that's happening, which is prophecy. And we trying to figure out how to escape these things, man. You see, but you got it out.
You want to hit that one more time, that Ecclesiastes? It's Ecclesiastes 10 and 6. Folly is set in great dignity.
Oh, yeah, I already hit it on.
Yeah.
Okay, Shalaki.
I'll just read it again. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
That's it, man. So the things that's supposed to be respected, you know, looked up to, which if righteous men was around or ruling the world, they would be looked up to. They would be respected. They would be promoted. But what we doing, we preaching the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, His Son Yahweh Shai, to keep the laws, and we call bums. We call losers and lames. The scriptures say it's foolishness what we doing in the sight of these people, but it's the right thing to do, though. You know, that's what's gonna lead to everlasting life. You see, you have something. We can get that Ecclesiastes 11. Hit that NLT version, man. Because again, no matter who hear this message, whether you believe or don't believe, this same word will come to pass. And that's the thing. Us, just like us, we going through our suffering and trials right now. Matter of fact, I got a quick precept. The point is, we going through our suffering and trials right now. Like it said in 1 Corinthians 11, that we going through the chastisement so that we don't have to be judged with the world. When that true judgment comes. But the world not being judged, so when true judgment comes, they can't get past it. Right? But we all got to suffer. That's the point. We have a hope of salvation at the end of our suffering. Jake, don't forget, just because you living it up now, hey, everybody going to have to answer to what they've been doing in that day. But let me get this real quick, Akin. You got it. I'll break it down. But this second Ezra 7, real quick, and 16. It says, why hast thou not considered in thy mind this thing that is to come, rather than that which is present? Right, and what's things to come? Things that pertain unto everlasting life. Spiritual things. The scriptures say, why you don't think about those things? Chariot-like things, man, heavenly things. Right? That's going to be forever. Instead of the temporary, instead of what's now. Instead of being caught up in this life. You know, I see Twitter complaining because they think Twitter might be over in a couple more weeks. So people losing their life. You know, when Instagram down, people, oh my God, I can't log into my gram. People trip about those things, man. What you think they gonna do when the electricity go off?
Right.
Yeah, that's a spirit. That's a spirit. What you think they gonna do? Yeah. What you think they gonna do when it's no more food like that, man?
Yeah, bro. Hey, man, because you got people that's solely fucking they live off of likes and views, man. Mm-hmm. That's their whole life. You know, they can't go a day without checking to see who watched their videos, man.
Right.
Posting pictures of folliness, man.
Right.
You know. So when the grid gets shut off, you know, they gonna bug the hell out. They already bugged out, but they really gonna just, you know, be out there, you know, looking foolish, man.
That's
lost.
You got it, bro. So it says, 2 Ezra 7 and 16, it says, why hast thou not considered in thy mind this thing that is to come, rather than that which is present? It says, then answered I and said, O Lord, that bearest rule, thou hast ordained in thy law that the righteous should inherit these things, but that the ungodly should perish. So you see what a different mindset's gonna lead. One gonna lead to everlasting life, which is spiritual things. But it says the ungodly gonna perish. You focus on and living in this ungodly world, which is ran and ruled by the most ungodliest people in the earth ever created. What you think that's gonna lead to?
Right.
Just as this society is decay and death, man. And it's the point. It says, nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things. And we going through our hell. We going through straight things, that straight gate. It says, and hope for the wide, but we still hoping though. Brothers taking L's, losses, but we still have hope that a man will come from the sky and save us one day. We still have hope that one day our bodies, as filled with wickedness, gonna be changed to perfect bodies, man, in a twinkling of an eye. We hope one day, although we still going through hell under our oppressors, the white man, we gonna rule over this man in all nations one day.
Right.
The point is, it says, and they that have done wickedly, so the 2/3, it says, they shall suffer straight things, so they're gonna go through hell too.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna go through chastisement too. You can't get around it. But this the end of it. And yet shall not see the wild, but you ain't gonna have no hope. You ain't gonna have no resurrection, man. You gotta go through what you've been enjoying, and that's fire. That's judgment. You was told many times. Jake was told many times.
Right.
So it's your decision. Is your, I don't want to say will, right? It ain't really in your decision, but the Lord gave you over to what you indulging in right now, man. You know, but you got it out.
Go to that Ecclesiastes.
You can probably wind it down on that if nothing else come.
Start at verse 9.
All
right, this is Ecclesiastes 11 and 9, and this is out of the NLT version of the scriptures, okay? It says, young people, it's wonderful to be young.
Baba Kashak, can you start a verse up, Bob? Just see what it says.
Verse 7, light is sweet. How pleasant to see a new day in dawning.
Mm-hmm.
When people live to be very old, let them rejoice in every day of life.
Right. So look, you have some people who lived it up in Babylon, who lived their life across the world, and we speaking of Israelites. We don't care about these nations, man.
Yeah.
We speaking about our people, you know, because our people got the opportunity to repent and escape the judgment. These other nations, you just got to hear your judgment and get ready for it. So we talking to our people. So you might have some elderly people of our nation, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who grow old.
You know, they grew up and the Isley Brothers just came out. You know what I'm saying? Cosby was the black American dad when they
Right.
was young. You lived your life. You able to say, well, I don't know, 'cause I be eating pork since I was so and so, and I'm 100 years old. You lived your life, but it's something to always consider. Let's get it, Doc.
It says, when people live to be very old, let them rejoice in every day of life.
Live your best life, but remember this.
But let them also remember there will be many dark days.
Hey, and Jacob's trouble is still gonna come. Just look, enjoy your life, live it up.
Right.
You know. But remember, Jacob's trouble still gonna come, and it says it's gonna be many dark days. That's why the scriptures say those who despised his acts of kindness and his repentance in 2 Ezra 9, they're gonna dwell in torments. You when you dwell in something, you live there, you will abide there. So when all hell break loose, you ain't gonna better run from this one.
Right.
In other words, you gonna live in the Lord's judgment, man, until His Son come back and bring that fire to you, man. So that's for the elderly people, but this is gonna cover all bases. Cause the elderly people feel like, well, I can retire now. I didn't did what I can retire. Now remember, it's a day of judgment too.
Right. It says everything still to come is meaningless.
Right. So everything you gathered when all hell break loose, when reality kicked in, guess what? It's gonna be meaningless. And even if you continue to gather, continue to try to live best lives and take vacations, tribulation, the hour of temptation, World War III still gonna come. Yep.
Verse 9. Young people, it's wonderful to be young.
So now the young people, you got the old young people. It feel good to be young. Feel your youth, healthy, but it's something that we should consider too.
Right. It says enjoy every minute of it.
Love it. Love it.
Do everything you want to do.
YOLO, huh?
Right.
What?
And that's
go ahead, you got it.
And that's what Jake pushes, man. That YOLO vibration, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we only gonna be here once. Why not just go all out and do whatever the hell we want to do, right? You know what I mean?
Living it up.
Right. Do everything you want to do. Take it all in. Go ahead and take it all in, right?
Consume it.
Yeah. At your lust, your flesh's desire, which is Babylon heavily pushes to fulfill the lust of your flesh, right? Okay. It says, but remember.
Right. So although you living it up, you doing what you're doing. In other words, to conclude the lesson, you caught up in folly, and it feel good to you at the moment. Cause Jake, they ain't doing nothing wrong. Although you doing all this, whether you young and you old, remember this. You got it, bro.
But remember that you must give an account to the Most High for everything you do.
You got to answer for it. So the more you do, that's the more judgment you bringing upon yourself. So if our people just dwelling and caught up, you entangled. Again, we was warned not to be entangled in the affairs of this life. When you're in that spider's web, Apostle Cabal, go into it often, you know, that on the back of a dollar bill. Because that's another thing Jacob get caught up in. That money, man. On the back of a dollar bill, that's why I got that spider web, symbolic for you being caught up and choked, like Yahweh Shai said, and choked, man, because of the riches and the resources and the comforts of this life. But remember, although you live in it, you feeling good, you ain't got no worries, you rich, you got the blue check on your social medias.
Right.
You ain't got to work, you work for yourself. Black owned business, remember, Jacob's trouble is still coming. And then what shall you do in that day?
Right.
You ain't in that day, you ain't gonna be caught up in the chariots because you was caught up in folly, man. The only ones gonna be caught up in the chariots, man. I gotta get this real quick. It's the ones who was focused on the Lord's word. And we've been saying caught up as in you there. Real quick, this Psalms 91. And you got it, bro. That's all I got. This Psalms 91 then. And let's see. Psalms 91 and 9. It says, because thou hast made Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. So because we've been dwelling in this truth, been caught up and entangled in this word, it says, and made the Lord our abode, our habitation. It says, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Verse 14, because he hath set his love upon me, because we've been caught up in this truth. It says, therefore will I deliver him, I will set him on high in them chariots, because he hath known my name, man. So it's better to be caught up in the Lord now, for in the end to be caught up in the chariots, rather than to be caught up in folly now, and in the end you caught up in that fire, man. Choose ye, you know. You see? But yeah, that's pretty much it, Doc. You got it, bro.
Hey, we close out with that, you know. So yeah, hey, Lord willing, this was edifying. All right, you know, with that, once again, we giving our praises, glory, and honor unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakha Kodash.
Double honors to the apostles, elders of great millstone that taught us this truth. Peace and blessings and salutations to all you sincere brothers across the globe teaching this word. All right, and to the next one, shalom.
Shalom. The water for tuning in. Shalom.